is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chargers and the Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion LA Chargers taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we drop you in here under the lights. First drive of the contest. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think of the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
On first down, it's Herbert. His throw incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And that'll bring up second down. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first ever catch in a Super Bowl, a nice moment, and also a first down. Here's Herbert. Open man downfield is Davis. Touchdown, Chargers. Darius Davis with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to... Time to take you back into the ball game. It's a red zone alert as this defense faces a 1st and 10 in the final minute of the opening quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there.
Again, Herbert. And this is caught at the 8. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes...
Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Darius Davis, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chargers have taken the lead. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more.
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half. Okay, the field goal unit out on the field as they look to get 3 points here in the waning moments of this first half. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points. A potential turning point in a one-score game. What can this defense do as they look to hold on to their second-half lead? A first down carry for Barkley. Wiggles free, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Barkley. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good?
So a big third down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any...
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The fourth down. On second down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 10 yards out. And the Eagles are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Allen. A great play there. 53 yards. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Returnable here for Davis. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers down by 8. A minute 36. Now Herbert. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Chargers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
but they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a two-point conversion away from tying this game up. One more hurdle here. They need the two-point conversion to, for the moment, stay alive in these playoffs. And that one is incomplete. So they got into the end zone for 6. They couldn't get into the end zone, though, to tie the game. And they're still down 2 here in the Super Bowl. .90 ticks to go. Still time, but they need this onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.